What is the Blue Beam Project? It involves two things: a technologically simulated second coming and the re emergence of a new Montauk type project that has the ability to take up a whole bunch of people, as in a rapture types of situation, and whisk the whole bunch into Never Never Land. Ironically, portions of the holographic projections have the potential for changing the planet into oneness with God. Unfortunately, this operates on the premise that man shall somehow become God in human form and control other men and dictate all actions and thoughts. The calculated resistance to the new religion, the New World Order, and the new Messiah will entail human loss on a massive scale in the ensuing holy wars. The Blue Beam Project will pretend to be the universal fulfillment of the prophecies of old, as major an event as that which took place 2,000 years ago. In principle, it will make use of the sky as a holographic projection screen for space-based laser-generating satellites, Star Wars. These projectors will project simultaneous images to the four corners of the planet in every language by region. It deals with the religious aspect of the New World Order. The system has already been tested. Holographic projections of the Christ image have already been seen in some remote desert areas. These have only been reported in tabloid papers, so they are instantly redeemed moot. They can also project images of alien craft, aliens, monsters, angels, you name it. Computers will coordinate the satellites, and software will run the show and tell. Holography is based on very nearly identical signals combining to produce an image or hologram with depth perception. This is equally applicable to acoustic ELF, VLF, and LF waves as it is to optical phenomena. Specifically, the show will consist of laser projections of multiple holographic images to different parts of the planet, each receiving different images according to the predominating regional religious faith. Not a single area will be excluded. With computer animation and sound effects appearing to come from the depths of space, astonished followers of the various creeds will witness their own returned Messiah in spectacularly convincing, lifelike realness. The various images of Christ, Muhammad, Buddha, Krishna, etc., will merge into one after correct explanation of the mysteries, prophecies, and revelations are disclosed. This one God will in fact function as the Antichrist, who will explain that the various scriptures have been misunderstood, that the religious of old are responsible for turning brother against brother, nation against nation, that the religions of the world must be abolished to make way for the golden age, new age, of the one world religion, representing the one God they see before them. Naturally, this superbly staged, full-scale production will result in social and religious disorder on a massive scale. Wonder what the television transmitters of religious networks will be doing on that day. But before all this, they have to go through 4 different steps in order to get to the Project Bluebeam. 1. The first step concerns the breakdown of all archaeological knowledge. It deals with staging earthquakes at certain precise locations around the planet where supposed new discoveries will finally explain for them that the meanings of the basic doctrines of all the world's major religions are wrong. This falsification will be used to make the population believe that all religious doctrine has been misunderstood and misinterpreted. The falsification started with the film 2001 A Space Odyssey, the TV series Star Trek, the Star Wars films, E.T., all of which deal with space invasion and protection Jurassic Park was to push the theory of evolution. 2. The second step deals with the gigantic space show. 3D optical holograms and sounds, laser projections of multiple holographic images in different parts of the world, each receiving a different image according to its predetermined original national religious faith. This new God image will talk in all languages. As an example, the Soviets, actual Russians, have manufactured the advanced computers and have programmed them with the minute psychological particles based upon their studies of the anatomy and biology of the human body, as well as their studies on the anatomy, chemistry, and electricity of the human brain. These computers have also been fed with the different languages of the world. 3. The third step deals with telepathic electronic two-way communication. ELF, extra low frequency, VLF, very low frequency, and LF, low frequency waves will reach the people of the earth through the insides of their brains, making each person believe that his own God is speaking to him from within his own soul. Such rays from satellite are fed from the memory of computers that store much data about the human being and his languages. These rays will then interlace and interweave with the natural thinking processes to form what we call the artificial talk. 4. The fourth step involves universal supernatural manifestations using electronic means. This step contains 3 different orientations. The first one is to make mankind believe that an alien invasion is about to occur upon every major city on the earth. This is to push each major nation into using its nuclear capability to strike back. In this manner, it would put each of these nations in a state of full disarmament before the United Nations after the false attack. The second is to make the Christian believe that a major rapture is occurring, with a simple, played divine intervention of an alleged good alien force coming to save the good people from a brutal satanic attack. Its goal is to get rid of all significant opposition to the New World Order. The third orientation is a mixture of electronic and supernatural forces. The waves, frequencies, used at that time will allow supernatural forces to travel through fiber optics cable, coaxial cable, electric and telephone lines in order to penetrate all electronic equipment and appliances that will by then all have a special microchip installed. The goal of this step deals with the materialization of satanic ghosts, specters, and poltergeists all across the globe in order to push all populations to the edge of a wave of suicide, killing, and permanent psychological disorder. After that night of the 1,000 stars, humanity is believed to be ready for them to enter in a new Messiah to reestablish peace everywhere at any cost, even at the cost of freedom. And I believe this will be the Antichrist himself.